And so I think one other thing that I find really interesting about your curling biography is you've also been to the Olympics, but perhaps in a way that not a lot of people have thought about getting to the Olympics. So can you tell us a bit about what you did at the Olympics and how you got into that kind of part of the game too?
Right. Back in 1999, there was a article in the USA Curling News that indicated that they would be needing statisticians at the Salt Lake Games in 2002, and there were several test events to check out the facilities leading up to the 2002 Olympics. And I was at a phase in my life where I was not about to decline doing pretty much anything if something came along that interested me. So I thought, why not? Let's do this. And I've got a very patient wife, and she has put up with a lot since then as a result of that little article that was in the curling news. But I was on the statistics team starting in the 2001 World Junior Championships there in Ogden, Utah, and the following year in the Salt Lake Olympics. And I had the honor of being chosen to do the men's gold medal game at the Salt Lake Olympics, in addition to all the other games that I was assigned. And since then, I have maintained my statistics credentials, you might say. I've done the Europeans, the men's worlds in 2012 in Basel. I did the World Juniors and the Olympics in Sochi, and also have been doing various slam events, Curling Night in Americas, and World Cup events for mostly in this case for the benefit of the USA High Performance Program. And they use those data that I put in to the system in their analytics aspect. So that's kind of my other area of interest within curling, the curling analytics side of things. I have to give a shout out to Jerry Gertz and Curling Zone. Uh, he's he's the main man. I'm kind of I've got his back, and put it that way, and do a lot of the data entry for him.
So that's really interesting because that's like, to me that's a way that this game can take you to places that are like the Olympics, like the Worlds, that you're not going to be able to get to if you're someone like me and know that your skills are never going to take you there. If someone's interested in that, interested in doing statistics, how would they get started?
I think the thing to do in that particular case, we just had a U.S. Nationals, men's and women's nationals, a couple of weeks ago. We always need volunteers for that. And we do every single game of every draw at the men's and women's nationals here in the U.S. So that means we need 5 people per draw and either 3 or 4 draws per day. That's a big pool of people that we need. So we're always looking for help there. And if you know enough of the strategies to understand what a good shot is and what a bad shot or not so good shot is, we can train you to do the rest.